we decided to do our own version of the lifesteal SMP. Now, what is lifesteal? Basically, everyone starts off with 10 hearts. You die, you lose 1 heart. You lose all your hearts, you are banned from the server. Got it? Great. So without further ado, on to the actual video. So we all spawned on an island and did the first thing that any Minecraft player would do, which is immediately start trying to kill one another. And we also got wood. After, specifically these two, stopped trying to kill each other, we formed an alliance against this guy here who we're just gonna call Eric, because he's the only one that really caused a major threat, which was wanting to kill all of us. And I say caused because he literally played for 1 day and then never logged on the server again. But don't worry, he becomes important later on. And I mean later on. Aside from a few hiccups along the way, the server went on as per normal, and added with the fact that the major threat was gone, it was basically just regular Minecraft for a time. Aside from the fact that Piranha kept dying. We built our first base, but then a tragedy had struck. Piranha had died from a block mid-air while logging into the server. That I definitely did not place by accident. Anyways, moving on. After some time passed, I decided I could achieve much greater things by going off on my own rather than sticking with the group, which subsequently led to Piranha's villain arc. Also, somewhere along the timeline, around now-ish, a new member was introduced to the server, named Mendacity, also known as Derek. Don't worry, he also becomes important later on. Things went silent for a bit because life happened and we all touched grass and moved on, until one day. Seeing this as a good opportunity for spite, I happily volunteered myself. But now what do we do? Considering we're really underleveled. And we have literally nothing. We decided to spend our valuable time trying to find Piranha and Munchie's new base that Derek somehow knew the coordinates to, and maybe potentially killed them. Uh-oh, Derek killed me. I respawn and find that Piranha and Munchie are using a spawn trap to repeatedly kill me. Now here's something that you should know about Piranha. He cares about content. The more I respawn, the more he's gonna kill me, which equals content. So, if I don't respawn, I'm not giving him any content, and I'm also buying myself more time to think of a plan to escape. The plan being is that he'll just get bored and either move on to a different target or let it go. Let it go! Let it go! Either that or they're just gonna no-life the server, which basically means they're gonna camp at my respawn point until I inevitably respawn. After some time passed, I calmed down and respawned to discover Derek fighting Piranha and Munchie, which gave me a window of opportunity to drop quietly out of sight. Also, by this point, Derek had told me that he just made it look like he was betraying me and wanted to rejoin my team, but I still didn't fully trust him. But seeing as I had literally no other teammates, I reluctantly allowed him back onto the team. But I kept most of the important plans and locations to myself. But now I'd lost all of my good stuff. One day I decided to take a trip down memory lane and go back to the old base from when I was still a part of their team, just to see if it still existed. After entering the base, I saw a weird structure loading on my minimap. At first I just assumed it was probably a trial chamber, but at the same time the structure also looked pretty man-made, and the absolute possibility that it could be their real base was too good to pass up on, and I mole-ratted my way into the structure. I decided not to do anything immediately and just snoop through their chests and around the base for a bit. I had come up with a plan to initially rig their base with TNT during the end of the server and blow it up, So I broke into the base a few more times throughout the week just to make sure that they weren't gonna move anytime soon. Then, one day, I had logged onto the server and... So it turns out Piranha and Munchie had mined the floor of me and Derek's base enough to cause fall damage. This made me speed up the plan of rigging their base with TNT, and I decided to do just that. And also allowed Derek to tag along this time because he was getting increasingly suspicious of my location. After I gave him a tour of the base, I told him that I was going to blow up the chest room, but Derek kept saying no, because apparently lag is bad for servers. Before we could come to a conclusive decision, Munchie had logged on, and I made the quick decision to just blow up whatever TNT I had placed and make a run for it, leaving Derek behind in the process because I'm sorry, but it's just every person for themselves at this point. After that debacle, Piranha decided to give some feedback that the explosion really wasn't that bad, only really destroying half of their chest room. I took this comment pretty personally, so while him and Munchie went for their dinner, I snuck back into their base and blew it up some more, and accidentally killed their frogs in the process. And apparently Munchie's cat. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
How long it took me to get these damn frogs on the ground? What did you do? What even happened here? I leave you for 5 minutes. Actually, no. But what did he even do?
In my defense, you griefed my base.
It's fixable. You'd have to re-add the floor. Let's go kill her. Where's my weapons? Did you take the ender chest?
I kind of destroyed it.
How'd you destroy an ender chest?
I didn't.
You can't blow that thing up.
I didn't use Silk Touch, so it's just kind of gone now.
Oh, you.
Safe to say that Piranha wasn't too happy about this and vowed to get revenge. Alright, so we're gonna speedrun the segments of events here. I recruited one of my friends/teammates, Mushroom, who had newly joined the server to be a spy for us. They had accidentally found the coordinates to the new base that we were at after a teleport gone wrong. They trapped Mushroom in a decoy base and killed her until she was at 1 heart, before letting us know that they knew she was a spy all along. Knowing that our base location was now compromised, I began to think of a different place to shift to, and eventually chose the nether roof as a suitable location, as no one would think to look there. But one day, I had logged onto the server to discover that my base was entirely blown up and destroyed. No big deal. I had already anticipated it and planned to move either way. After officially migrating to the nether roof and bringing Derek to it, we decided to lay low and just stay there until we could get back up on our feet and move back to the overworld. Okay, so you may be asking why we wanted to move back to the overworld when the nether roof was remote enough to where no one would think to look, and that is because Derek had accidentally leaked the fact that we were on the nether roof, and then Piranha was all like, "Not allowed to be on the nether roof because players can't go to the nether roof without them go." So because of that, we decided that fine, we'll move back to the overworld, but at a much later date. Anyways, Derek and I moved back to spawn in the end to make it more fair and make the server a bit more interesting, and that is where the final war took place. With only 1 life left, I had to come to a decision. Either keep running away, or accept my impending execution. Oh, you already know I chose execution. Okay, so you might actually be kind of confused here. This was the real-world explanation for this decision. The server was actually meant to end when these two started spawn killing me way back then, but because I just refused to respawn and accept my fate, the server went on for an additional 2 to 3 months, and by this point, none of us really wanted to commit to it anymore, and this was the easiest way to do it. After surrendering myself, I patiently awaited my fate. So anyways, now that you know the true ending, this is the official quote-unquote lore ending.
Lights are on?
Yeah, lights are on.
So now that the server was officially over, all of the secrets came out, including a major secret that was kept under wraps ever since the beginning of the server.
About Derek is... Derek
Is
Derek
that
was
real?
never real. I am Tenacity. I've always been Tenacity. I am a lie. I am Venom Snake. I am Derek.
So yeah, that's basically the end of the server. That's basically the entire lore summed up in a nutshell. I just want to make everyone remember really quick that we are all still friends. We don't actually hate each other in real life. And my final words would be, do not gaslight your friends in real life. This is a server, this is all for fun, but yeah. And again, don't take away from the video that we genuinely hate each other or anything. We don't. We're all still friends. So that's basically it. I hope you found this video at least mildly entertaining. And yeah, that's about it.